All eyes on the European Central Bank, which will announce its latest interest rate decision in the next hour. It is the first monetary authority to do so since the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, and the turmoil around Credit Suisse also putting the focus on how much further the ECB can go. It is largely expected to hike interest rates by 50 basis points. The U.S. Federal Reserve will announce its rate decision next week. And joining us now for more is Ross Cullen from Paris. Ross, is a 50 basis point hike still likely for the ECB given the rout over the past week from SVB's collapse and Credit Suisse's troubles?
Well, before we saw the route linked to SVB and Signature Bank and then the problems with Credit Suisse, Christine Lagarde, the president of the European Central Bank, was saying that she thought a rate rise was very likely. We'll be paying close attention to what she says this afternoon if the what we've seen in the last 24 hours has factored into her decision making at all, and if the European Central Bank actually feels it needs to perhaps delay any rate rise for the moment due to what has happened with Credit Suisse, specifically here in Europe, and what we have seen with the regulatory takeovers of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank in the United States.
Well, Ross, how are the European markets, including the banking stocks, performing today after yesterday's rout? And do we have any further comments from regulators?
Well, on the Swiss Market Index, which is where you're going to find the top companies in Switzerland, like food giant Nestle, and you mentioned one of the other banking giants, UBS. That's where they're trading. Credit Suisse rocketing today, up more than 20%. And just checking in just before we came on air, about 21%, as you said. Real recovery by the Swiss bank today, Thursday, after it was announced late on Wednesday European time that there would be a cash injection of perhaps $54 billion from the Swiss National Bank to the troubled lender. Those shares, though, touching 30% in a plunge. Times and trading on Wednesday. We also saw shares briefly suspended trading in Soc Gen, Societe Generale and BNP Paribas, two of France's biggest banks. They were also hit by jitters related to Credit Suisse on Wednesday trading, and so they was briefly suspended. But the CAC 40, which is France's top index, is up in the black today, just shy of 1%. So we're also seeing in the black FTSE 100 in London and the DAX in Germany also trading in the positive today.
Ross, many thanks for that. That was Ross Cullen reporting live from Paris.